My best friend Heather has the most beautiful garden I've ever seen. She'll send me pictures a few times a month showcasing the maturing flowers and succulents, documenting their growth. Rich soil and vegetation, an organic splash of red, pink, purple, and green comprise each photo. To others, it appears pretty generic at first blush, but to me, it's more than a garden. She'd probably laugh or disagree with me if she heard me say that, which is fine. She'll water the bed, and ladybugs will land on petals or walk among the droplets. I cherish moments like this because 3 years ago, Heather didn't have a garden. She was fighting for her life.
Just before 5 a.m. Monday morning, a Chrysler Sebring hit a woman near the swimming pool area in the Spyglass apartment complex. The woman was dragged for about 40 yards before the car was stopped by an exit gate. Witnesses lifted the car off the woman, who was then pulled out from underneath it. The suspected driver in the case has yet to be identified, but a man was held by police at the scene for questioning. He was eventually taken away in a patrol vehicle. A woman at the scene said she was letting the suspected.
I found out Heather was in the Shands ICU on April 17, 2018. I was in disbelief when I found out. Then I saw the pictures of blood-stained gauze and read the Gainesville Sun article. Reality set in. A haze of brain fog clouded my mind as I frantically paced my room. The initial shock wore off, and I felt immense guilt for not being there, then anger at the person who hurt her, and then fear. There was a possibility that I would never see or talk to her again. That fear fueled the guilt even more since we hadn't spoken after having a falling out a few months prior. The guilt I felt made reaching out impossible. I wanted us to trade places. I felt like apologizing as if it were my fault. It wasn't fair. Nobody deserves that level of pain. She left Shands 8 days later, but was still too weak to walk. Her job fired her after a week, adding financial stress to an already horrible situation. Coupled with that, the simplest tasks like eating, bathing, and sleeping were challenging and painful. When we reconnected, I remember spending weeks at her house listening to her describe that night. I feel the weight of the Chrysler Sebring, the sharp pain of my collarbone snapping, and the stinging sensation of the asphalt's bite as I struggled to breathe. She was more than a friend to me now. She was a miracle and an inspiration. Heather's strength returned and continues to grow. She fully recovered and can walk with ease. I look at her garden on days like today and watch the flowers dance in the Floridian sun with ladybugs buzzing around. I think about how she's the strongest person I know. It's springtime now, and the flowers are blooming in a celebration of life as their roots absorb her water. It's the most beautiful garden I've ever seen.